Austin, are you there?
I'm there, Carl. Thanks for having me on today.
Well, good morning to you.
Good morning. Very exciting day.
I want to know, have you voted yet?
You know, I'm in the campaign bus right now. I'm on my way to the family farm in Peculiar, where I'm going to pick up my dad, and I'm going to take him to the voting booth, and hopefully Dad will give me some farm fresh chicken eggs today when we on our way back. So I'm headed to the polls now.
Hey, that's good. That's good. How far you got to go?
I'm downtown Kansas City is where the campaign headquarters was. We're driving out to Peculiar, Missouri is about 30 minutes south of the city. And, we're in the AP Liberty Express. People are honking and waving at us. Boy, it's wild. It's a great day for freedom, Carl.
Right. This has been an exciting campaign for you, hasn't it, Austin?
It has, because, you always want to win. But at the end of the day, a really important part of this has been educating people about the Constitution, talking about why the Founding Fathers' vision for our country was right. I talk about what it means to have a constitutional republic, a government of the people, by the people, for the people, we the people. And at the end of the day, I've enlightened these people. I've brought more people to this understanding about why limited government, economic freedom, and personal liberty and individualism, why these principles are important. So in that sense, it's mission accomplished, Carl. I think I'll sleep well tonight, but I do want to win.
Well, sure. And what are some of the things you run into out there that people won't change? And what are some of the changes you hear in people while you've been on the campaign trail?
Well, listen, everybody likes the tax cuts that we got that got us this 4.1% GDP growth. Everybody knows that we need to deregulate for small businesses to be able to be competitive. People want jobs. They want jobs, and they want the government to run like a business. That's why they voted for Donald Trump. But if you want to keep this energy going, if you want to get to 5% growth, we need to double down on tax cuts. We need to get some fiscal responsibility up there and do spending cuts. That's why I'm going to stand arm in arm with the constitutional conservatives of the Senate, Mike Lee, Rand Paul, Ted Cruz. I'm going to lock arms with them and say no more omnibus bills, no more massive stimulus bills, no more giveaways, no more Obamacare. We want freedom, because under democratic socialism, everything is free except the people, Carl. We stand for freedom, not for socialism, not for big government. We stand for a constitutional republic.
Right. Won't things like they're supposed to be. The Constitution followed.
That's right. And, some people don't understand how the 10 amendments of the Bill of Rights all work together, because it's so important for us to defend every single amendment of the Bill of Rights. Simply because if you think about it, the Second Amendment defends the First Amendment, Carl, our freedom of speech. But the Fourth Amendment, which we sometimes are lacking in, the Fourth Amendment protects our Second Amendment rights to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures in our persons, places, papers, and effects. Because if they ever did want to seize the guns, well, I tell you, the Fourth Amendment is supposed to protect us against that. So protect the entire Bill of Rights. I always say, Carl, if I'm your U.S. Senator, I will protect all of your freedoms all of the time.
And you are for gun rights.
You're darn right I am, and I'm running against a Republican who's for gun control. Unbelievable. Mitch McConnell in the swamp stepping in here in Missouri and trying to force this pro-gun control Republican down our throats. I've been banned from Facebook twice for giving away AR-15s, Carl. I just gave away 2 ghost gunning milling machines this morning so people can make their own 1911s. I carry one myself. It's my prize handgun. It's a .45 ACP caliber Thompson, and that is a weapon of war. An AR-15 has never been used by any military on the face of this planet. So the last thing we need to do is vote for somebody who would be like Clay McCaskill, try and raise the age to purchase a long gun from 18 to 21. Hell no. This is Missouri. This is a conservative state. When I was 15 years old, my dad put a hunting rifle with a much bigger payload than a .223 5.56 Remington. I'll tell you that, my hunting rifle, my 30-30 round, that's a brush gun. I killed a lot of deer with that. But nobody's touching our guns if I'm the senator. Nobody's going to come close to the Second Amendment. I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, so help me God. And that comes down to our right to bear arms.
What do you think about these cities that's trying to be free gun zones?
Oh, that's the most ridiculous idea I've ever heard. When Josh Hawley and I were both in Jefferson City, I was in front of our legislature as a citizen of Missouri, arguing in front of a slew of gun control activists. And I was saying to our state legislature, you get rid of these gun-free zones here in Missouri, you are making our children soft targets. This is a dangerous thing that you do here. And I stood up to the bullies, and we won. And, of course, Josh Hawley at the same time was saying we need to move swiftly and use executive orders to ban firearms accessories. And then he said he was open to other gun control measures as well. So get rid of the gun-free zones. An armed society is a polite society. America is a gun culture. I believe in responsibility, responsible gun ownership. But the fact is, at the end of the day, it's an enumerated right written out, a militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Take it to the bank.
What about the sanctuary cities that's popping up?
Defund them. That's the big problem. You know, everything with our immigration problem boils down to economics. And I've been studying a lot of the economics from the Milton Friedman School in Chicago, and as well as the Austrian School in Auburn, Alabama. And they all conclude pretty much the same thing, which is generally that when you offer welfare benefits or you provide funding to sanctuary cities, you're going to get a massive wave of negative consequences to that. So if you solve the economic problem at its root, if you end the welfare state, if you cut off the stimulus and the bailouts, think about it like this, Cousin Carl. You know how all of those European socialists are always lecturing the United States about our healthcare system? They always say, oh, well, we have free healthcare, right? Well, you know, the only reason those people can afford free healthcare is because they rest under the might of the American gun, because they get defense subsidy. So when you take away the subsidies, there's not going to be money for them to be able to pay for socialized medicine. If you take away the subsidies to these sanctuary cities, their citizens will revolt and rise up when instead of being taken care of, they're taking care of illegal aliens. So defund them.
Defund them. I'm glad to hear you say that because I feel the same way on that. Well,
absolutely.
Is there anything else you want to say to the audience out there?
Yeah, Cousin Carl, I really appreciate the time you gave to us, and I'm really grateful for the citizens of Cape Girardeau and Southeast Missouri who I've spent a lot of time with. Congressman Jason Smith has earned my respect, and I just really would love to spend more time down there with you all in person, and I plan to do so. I won't be like Air Claire and fly over all of us. I'll be around the state. But thank you for everything, and please vote for me today on August 7th in the primary. I'm pro-life, pro-liberty, pro-Constitution. I want to cut spending, cut taxes, and just get the federal government off our backs. That's what a vote for Austin Petersen is today. It's a vote to restore the American Republic. And thank you all.
All right. Well, thank you, Austin, and give our regards to your father.
I will. Have a good day.